Hi, and welcome to Story Time with Mr. Hallum. Today we're finishing up the digestive system, so this would be part two. Yesterday we talked about how food gets into your body and things of that nature. So today we're going to take a look at some other things. All right? So it says your body can't digest food and move fast at the same time. This is why you feel sick when you exercise soon after a meal. Digestive Disorders, Chapter 3. Have you ever had a stomach ache? It tells you that your digestive system has a problem. Other signs that something is wrong include vomiting and diarrhea. They can be a sign that you have eaten the wrong foods or caught an infection. They can also indicate that you are under stress. Got butterflies? When you're nervous, your stomach shuts down. This allows blood to go to other muscles. It causes a fluttery feeling. And then we've got the text feature right there for the word diarrhea, meaning we could go look it up in the back in the index, not the index, excuse me, the glossary or important words, and it's right there, okay?
There should be a search bar at the top.
Why does my stomach hurt? A stomach ache could be caused by something you ate. Some people are allergic to foods such as wheat or nuts. Other people are lactose intolerant. They cannot digest dairy foods properly. Stomach aches can also be caused by eating poisonous food, such as some types of mushroom. Lactose intolerance affects as much as 75% of the world's population. In the small intestine, the enzyme called lactase breaks down lactose. Lactose is a sugar in milk. People who are lactose intolerant do not have enough lactase to break down the lactose in large quantities of dairy food. The purple shapes in this microscope image are bacteria. They are on a lettuce leaf. Food contains microbes, such as bacteria. Fortunately, most microbes are killed before they can harm you. Some, however, cause food poisoning. Many produce toxins that poison your body. The symptoms include cramps, vomiting, and diarrhea. It may take several days before your body gets all of the germs out of your digestive tract. You may need to see a doctor. My son's sitting over there staring at me. Throwing up. You have probably had to throw up at some stage in your life. Vomiting is certainly unpleasant. However, it has a useful purpose. It is often your body's way of getting rid of poisons before they get into your bloodstream. The muscles in your abdomen squeeze your stomach. This forces the stomach to empty its contents back up the esophagus and out through your mouth. Vomiting is a reflex. Once you start, there's nothing you can do to stop it. Heartburn and ulcers. Usually a ring of muscle keeps food in your stomach from going back up your esophagus. Sometimes a problem keeps it from closing properly. Stomach acid may get into your esophagus. This causes a burning feeling called heartburn. Some stomach aches are caused by ulcers. Ulcers are wounds in the stomach lining. They allow gastric juice to attack the stomach wall. Ulcers are often caused by a particular bacterium. Doctors use an antibiotic to kill the bacteria. They use antacids to reduce the acid in the gastric juice while the wound heals. Eating smaller meals and avoiding spicy or fatty foods can help prevent heartburn. Antacids can take away the pain.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, if you're me, a big guy, if you've met me, you know I'm a big guy. I eat lots of fatty and spicy foods. That way my stomach's always fighting. It's like training for the stomach, you know. It's like baseball players, how they have to go to spring training. Well, that's what my meals are. It's spring training for my stomach. My son just rolled his eyes at me. Colon care. Sometimes what you call a stomach ache is actually a pain in your large intestine. If you haven't drunk enough water or eaten the right foods, you may be constipated. If you have an infection in your large intestine, your body will want to get rid of it fast. The result is diarrhea. Sometimes the same symptoms indicate a more serious disease, such as colon cancer. In these cases, a surgeon may remove the unhealthy section of the colon and reconnect the two ends. It's important to drink water when you are thirsty. What's it for? Your appendix is a small tube at the start of your large intestines. Scientists are not sure why it is there. Some think it might help fight infections. However, people who have had their appendix removed have no obvious problems. Sometimes the appendix becomes swollen and inflamed. This condition is called appendicitis. It can cause a sharp pain in the side, fever, and vomiting. People who think they have appendicitis must see a doctor right away. If the appendix is not removed in time, it will burst. This can cause a serious infection that is sometimes fatal. So, here's our picture. Got our large intestine, and then this little bitty piece right there at the end you can't see. That's your appendix. Chapter 4. Call the experts. It can be hard to figure out what is causing a digestive problem. Your body will fix problems such as gas or mild infections on its own. More serious problems require advice from a doctor. If your doctor is unsure what is wrong, he or she may send you to a gastroenterologist. That's a doctor who's an expert on the digestive system. In the word gastroenterologist, gastro means stomach and entero means intestine. The first stomach surgeon. Years ago, doctors didn't understand the digestive system. They had no way of seeing inside the body. This started to change in 1822. A fur trapper named Alexis St. Martin accidentally shot himself in the stomach. The wound healed, but a fist-sized hole through his skin and into his stomach remained. Surgeon William Beaumont used the hole to study the digestive system. He would tie a string to a piece of food and push the food into the hole. He then pulled it out at various times to figure out the steps of the digestion process. Beaumont also discovered that the stomach acid broke down food on its own. When St. Martin died, his family let his body rot for 4 days before burying it. They wanted to make sure that no one could do any more experiments on him. The tube that is inserted into the body is called an endoscope. Today, doctors can look inside your digestive tract without cutting you open. They insert a special tube with a light and a camera at the end of your body. The end of the tube also has a tiny device that can take a sample of your tissue so that the doctor can study it in a lab. That happened to me this school year. I had to go see the doctor. They put a camera inside me. Took pieces. Said I've got some stuff inside me. It's okay. I'm not going to die today. I'm not going to die tomorrow. I'm 1,050 years old, but you knew that. If you eat regular, healthful meals, you will get all the vitamins and minerals you need. Chapter 5, Fit for Life. If a meal is late, your stomach might growl. It's contracting and releasing juices to ready for your food. How do you keep your digestive tract in top shape? Eat well, drink water when you are thirsty, and get regular exercise. If you do these things, the good things will get into your system, and the unwanted waste will move out quickly. You'll feel well, and you'll have all of the energy you need. Put in only the best. Fiber helps keep your intestines healthy. Fiber is the material in plant cells that helps them hold their shape. Fruits, vegetables, and whole grains such as cereals and breads are full of fiber. Your body doesn't absorb fiber. Instead, it uses the fiber to help push material through the intestines quickly. Water is also important for keeping things moving in your intestines. It can help you avoid hard feces, which leads to constipation. Water also helps the body absorb vitamins and minerals. Too much fat in your food can slow your digestion. Digestion times. Okay? It takes different amounts of times for the stomach to digest different types of foods. Eating food in the order of its digestion can help the digestive process that way. The slowly digested foods will not hold up the other foods. Okay, so it takes 20 to 30 minutes for the stomach to digest water and juices. 30 to 45 minutes to digest fruits, vegetables, and soups. 2 to 3 hours to digest beans, grains, and nuts. 2 to 5 hours to digest milk and cheeses. And 3 or more hours to digest many meats. So one thing that you'll know about a nonfiction is they'll put in these different types of tables, things of this to give you some information. And that's a pretty interesting one. All right, keep on track. Exercise is important for keeping your digestive tract on track. Moving your body helps food move through your intestines. Don't do vigorous exercise right after eating, though. Wait a half hour after a snack or up to 3 hours after a heavy meal. If you look after your digestive tract, it will look after you. Put healthful food in and your body will convert it into a healthy body and plenty of energy. Vigorous exercise after a meal can cause muscle weakness. However, gentle walking can help digestion. Okay, some true statistics. The average amount of food a person eats in a year is 1,100 pounds, or 500 kilograms. About the time it takes to chew a mouthful of food, about 5 to 30 seconds. The length of an adult esophagus is about 10 to 14 inches, or 25 to 35 centimeters. Average amount of hydrochloric acid produced in a person's stomach each day, about 4 pints, that's 1.7 liters. The amount of time food usually stays in the colon, 18 hours to 2 days. Number of species of bacteria in a person's colon, more than 400. Okay? Show a picture. And then we've got our resources and our organizations and websites. Important words, index, and about the author. So there you go, guys. The digestive system. Not just something to take for granted. Something that's doing work for you every day. I'm glad you have a digestive system. I hope that you treat it well. Drink plenty of water. That's a big thing. And, you know, when your mom tells you not to go swimming for 30 minutes after you eat, it's because you're digesting. So listen to your mom. She knows what she's talking about. Have a great day, and we will talk to you next time on Storytime with Mr. Hallum.